As a previous Trump supporter and voter, I have to be honest and say that I don't trust a single thing this guy says anymore. As far as I'm concerned, this is not the same Trump that was in office the previous time 8 years ago. The guy that's in there now is so heavily influenced by you-know-who, a country overseas, refuses to address certain things like the files that have never been released. And if you're the type of person that just blindly believes the people in your party, whether it's left or right.
Now, I normally don't give credit to a lot of the MAGA voters and people who talk about, whatever case. I normally don't give credit, but I will tell you, he is absolutely correct when he say that this isn't the same Trump. And I'm not saying everything, but when he's talking about the situation of, like, let's say, for example, the Epstein files, and let's say, for example, all the other things that they promoted and talking about releasing when they got into office and no censorship and all these different things. When they talked about that during the campaign, he flipped on that. But everything else, it is literally the same exact person, y'all. I gotta say, I gotta be real and I gotta be honest. But yes, I will absolutely agree. It's like the Epstein files just don't exist anymore. It's like the Epstein files is literally it's gone now. It's no longer even a thing. And Trump never talks about it anymore. He gets pressed by the media and all these different platforms and things, but it's like it never even exists. But let's finish the rest. I'm gonna let the rest of the video speak for itself.
Republican, Democrat, you just believe them because they're in your party and they can do no wrong, then you're a fucking idiot. That's why people like Candace Owens and other people have been turning on him, because what he's doing, just the math is not mathing. Start thinking for yourself and start holding people accountable, even the people that you choose to vote for.
Absolutely. And the thing is, no matter whether you're on the left or you're on the right, you have to absolutely talk about policy. You have to absolutely, weigh in everything that they talk about. Don't vote based on my identity. Y'all remember the whole MAGA movement was ran on identity. It was ran on everybody wearing the red hats and make America great again. And these people are here and they're here illegally. That was the whole movement. A lot of people didn't think about policy. All they knew was immigration. And because it was cool to vote for Trump and to be on the MAGA team and they're the woke team and all these different things, that's why they voted. People didn't vote on policy. Listen, people did not vote on policy. I'm telling you, like, it sucks to see. And now most people are dealing with the effects of this, but now we get videos like this where people speak out and say, hey, this isn't what I voted for.
You're not alone. And as a matter of fact, there's a lot of us, but the algorithms are trying so hard to keep us separated right now. It is a fact that Trump's whole demeanor towards Netanyahu changed. He had a position of authority before, and now he's just along for the ride. And I'm sorry, but it's almost like we all know what happened to Charlie. Come on. After he went to Israel, his whole position changed. And he started asking a lot of questions that started raising some eyebrows. Which, by the way, side note, Turning Point USA hasn't fallen.
If you don't know what he's saying, he's pretty much saying that the whole situation of, and I'm trying to choose my words because I don't like getting censored or whatever cases, but he's pretty much saying that there's people overseas that are, he's saying that Charlie didn't get, the person who took out Charlie wasn't the same person who they say it is, right? Like they saying that there's corruption and that was planned. That's basically what he's saying, right? And there's people who talk about this all the time. You got Candace Owens, you got, there's many different platforms, but it's still, I don't know, regardless of if you think that was true or not. Do you not see that the biggest question is, why is this something new that you're seeing? And this has been going on for, I don't know how long. It wasn't the January 6th. It wasn't any of these other things. It was now is because of, what, let's finish the rest of this video.
Up with any of those questions since Charlie's passing, and it's been over a month. In my opinion, Trump and his administration is now compromised. Turning Point USA is also compromised and infiltrated.
Yeah, it was already compromised. I don't know, guys. To what extent, who knows? But guys, seeing these people speak out, and shout out to the creator, right? I'm not trying to give him no slack or whatever, or send hate his way. His name is White Phoenix 333. But it does feel good to see people starting to wake up. It does feel good to see people start to understand. And not that he's, trying to pick a side or I'm going to the left, or he's not doing that. But he's also doing a gesture to where he's making sound decisions for himself. I'm not saying, regardless of which side you voted for, I'm not telling you to be a liberal. I'm not telling you to be a conservative. I'm not telling you to vote for a specific candidate. What I am telling you is sit back and make informed decisions about what it is that benefits you, your life, your family, and the lives of many other people within the United States. That's all. That is quite literally all I'm saying. So when I see this, when people speak out like this, I love it. Like I genuinely do love it, because there are countless of things that are happening within the United States that I personally feel people should be more mad about. But unfortunately, they're not. Now, this guy right here, he's not necessarily a Trump voter. I don't know who he voted for, but I think it's interesting we talk about it.
So how's the job market looking? Everybody at my work keeps getting laid off. And they're like, hey, Jonathan, you get a promotion. I don't know whether to feel good or feel like a dumbass for staying on this ship that just hit the fucking iceberg. Oh, fuck. Say, hey, you got a promotion. I don't know if you're ever it's gonna last long enough for you to see any of the money, but goddamn, you're lucky. You get to be the boss. You get to be the captain, because the old captain jumped off the fucking ship. So you guys aren't worried that I have no experience doing any of this shit? Oh no, you'll be fine. It's easy. The last guy worked it for 27 years, and he wasn't doing a good enough job, so we figured we'd give it to the guy that has no fucking idea what's going on.
Yeah, his whole team got laid off, man. This is the job market, though. I mean, this is what a lot of companies are dealing with. And they probably didn't lay him off because of, money reasons, I'm sure. And eventually he may get laid off. I hope he doesn't, but eventually he may get laid off. But he's being put in position to keep them there longer until they get their money up. And then eventually he may get laid off as a result of this. I don't know. Who knows? I don't even know what company he works for. His name is Greg.art. Y'all can see it at the bottom of the screen. Greg.art. Y'all can check him out on TikTok. But man, it is crazy. It is crazy out here. And regardless of who you voted for, I'm not telling you to pick a side. I'm not telling you to vote for, be a Democrat or be a Republican. But yeah, what you have to do is make a decision, make an informed decision, do your research. And, and that's why I make these videos, so you can see what people are dealing with on their everyday lives. So you can sit back and make an analysis on your life and how you think an informed decision is going to be when we talk about fixing things like the job market, or talking about fixing things like grocery prices, and talk about fixing things like, maybe immigration policies or whatever the case is. How do these things affect you in your lives? And not what it sounds like, what sounds good, and all these different. How does it affect you in your life? It sucks though, man. So many people are talking about this is not what I voted for. He specifically said this isn't the same Trump I voted for. Pretty much he's referring to the Trump back in 2016 or the Trump post or pre inauguration. I get it.